messed up. But this is, I'm working on scene 5. I messed up on that. I should fix that at some point. Maybe I should fix it now so before I forget. Let's rename you so I don't get confused. Rename. Scene 5, please. And then enter, and that should change in here. Rename to 5. And reload footage. Yeah, but I renamed it. Why would you do this to me? Replace footage file. Okay, there we go. This is what we wanted. Import. Okay, there we go. Now that I'm not confused anymore. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of friends and family to help voice the characters, and then I also edited those voice clips in Audacity, which is a free sound editing program. It's very nice. I like it. And I already got a few scenes done because I was just going to do this in my leisure time. But as I said before, a friend wanted me to watch me animate, and so I am doing this now. I'm very nervous. I wonder, can anyone hear me in the thing? No. Okay. Oh, I have one viewer. Okay, so let's go. Okie dokie. I'm sure we can do this. It's fine. Okie dokie. Oh, my friend is here. She's on the thing, so she's watching me. I'm not sure if she can hear me or not. But yeah. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. If you notice, let me just explain something really quick for the YouTube audience. Is that as you can see, this part looks quite different from over here, and that's because I started this in Flash, and then but like halfway through the first section, like in this area, the sound was getting off. It was not in. It was the syncing was off no matter what I did, and as soon as I went over to After Effects, that's what I'm doing now, if you couldn't tell. But the syncing problem stopped, so I decided just to figure out how the hell I'm going to do this in After Effects and do it. So now that we're here, we are going to do this, and it's going to be great. So first, what we're going to do is get this here. Got my sound, and if you want to see your sound, you go here, audio, waveform. Look, oh, that's so pretty. And then we can, ooh, oh God, there's 2 viewers in here. Who are these people on my join me thing? Oh, this is very, I'm so nervous. So, yeah, so I guess we'll start creating. If you're wondering what scene I'm doing, if you want to look up the, to see what scene I'm animating, no, that's not that one. It is the scene where, RC realizes that Sari is missing, and her and the, Headmaster Juniors go looking for her. So that's what if you want to keep along and whatnot. So, yes. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to preview the first line and then continue on going to that way. So I hope everyone enjoys. And, yeah. Where is preview? Here we go.
2, 3. Where is Sari?
Alright. So we got our first voice clip, and now we are going to, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Yeah, double click it, and then we go over to our paint tool, and we're going to use pink for RC, since that's RC's character talking right now. That's my mama, if you want to know who that is, who's talking. It's my mama. my mama did this for me, and I'm happy that she did, because I love her. So, yeah. So, here we go. So, we're going to draw RC. Ooh, ooh. Unless my thing doesn't want to work. What's going on here? Yes, good, excellent, I'm glad. Okay, that works. Why won't pen work? Oh, pen. Pen, are you being a jerkwad, pen? I think pen is being a jerkwad. Here, let's save really quick. Recording in general.
Okay.
So, we have started the recording. So, everyone, welcome my special guest.
Wait.
We have more special guests.
I've been untangling my microphone. It's like now.
We have 2 guests, everyone. It's great. This is going up on my YouTube channel after I'm done.
Oh, neat.
So then you guys can watch it over and over again. As many times as you want.
Heck yeah.
And you'd be like, look, Mom, I'm on the internet.
Is this a PG channel? Should I watch my F-bombs?
No, you can curse. I mean, as long as I don't let my... Great, excellent. So, I mean, I banned my niece and my nephew from watching my YouTube stuff.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah,
Can I play my Filipino horror movie?
Yes, you can.
You can. Let's see if you can hear it.
Alright.
Let's see. Come on, play.
Oh, you're being a bastard.
Spooky.
Oh, it's spooky. So spooky.
I hear ominous ambience.
Kaya ba tayo naglalakad? Gabi na!
He'll be mad. That's what the thing is saying.
Alam mo ba, bitch?
Alright.
Naririnig ko pa yung alon. Ngayon, parang...
Hope everyone enjoys that hard to hear movie. Oh, there we go.
I still think we should do a movie night some night.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I don't know, like, what will we watch? I don't think everybody's really into horror. And I don't know what...
I think we could totally do a group vote. Like, we could throw in some ideas and then just vote on our favorite. I'm down for any kind of movie.
I'm a big ninny when it comes... Excuse you. That's not what I meant. I'm a big ninny when it comes to horror flicks. It's not how this is supposed to be working. Sorry, concentrating. Excuse me! Every time I say excuse me, I'm talking to my program, not you guys.
At least you're polite to it.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright, so there's RC's head. For some reason, my tablet is rebelling against me. I think it's because I have like... Oh, there we go. Okay, so now... Nope.
Yeah,
no.
I think it's because you got so much going on.
Yeah, probably. But I don't care, because I'm doing this now.
On the bright side, it looks just like her.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That's Wheeljack, you racist.
No, it's pink! Pink is for RC, okay?
You racist fool.
Come on. Come on, there we go.
Wheeljack could totally rock pink.
He could. And then we colored it in, if it would allow me. Thank you. So that's the back of her. So this is just signaling to me that this is the back of her head. Or else I'd be like, I don't understand where... Come on. Come on, we're almost there. There we go. Okay, good. Excellent. And then we're going to do a different color. We're going to do red for Ho's head. Beep. And then,
Have you uploaded other episodes of this already?
This is the first one I'm doing any commentary on.
Oh no, I meant of the what you're working on in general. I know it's a Blurr series.
Yeah, I just every time I do a new scene, I just kind of upload a work in progress video. So I have like 5 videos on my. It's called.
You should link where you put them at.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think I've watched any. I know you had uploaded one, and I sat down to watch it, and then I got called away to give the cat her medicine, and I like totally blanked on it and never went back to it.
Well, the cat kind of needs her medication.
Oh my god, she's like super old lady now, so she's got medication every day and night. It's a nightmare.
Hold on, I have to go to my YouTube channel. Ooh, it has 4 views. That's great.
Yay!
Come on.
Oh my god, I have a video on YouTube from like 5 years ago, and it was me in high school or in I don't know if it was high school or college. I don't even remember which one I was in at the time. But I had caught a mouse in my house, and I had it in a little Tupperware container, and I was taking it outside in the video to let it go. And I had given it one of those really gross dollar store cheese stick snack things, where it's like the little breadsticks with the cup of cheese at the end that's not really cheese. And I was just doing it to be cute. I mean, the mouse obviously wasn't going to eat it because it was too scared.
She's like, oh god!
Yeah, he was scared shitless. So I took him outside, and I had that little cheese packet next to him. And I let him go, and he ran off. And that was it. That was the entire video. And some guy commented on it, like, 5 years after I posted it, aggressively attacking me about, A, how those cheese sticks are actually really, really bad for the mice, and B, really aggressive about how, like, oh, that mouse is going to be back in your house before you even get inside, and, you know, they live there, and, you know, they're going to go through all your stuff, it's filled with vermin, and you should be ashamed, and all this. I was like, dude, I don't even live in that house anymore.
When I went to college, my first dorm room had, like, a horrible mouse problem, because we were on the bottom floor next to, like, this toilet, like, all these bushes and stuff. And, like, one of my roommates would go home for the weekend, and she would come back to, like, a whole bunch of rat poop on her bed.
Yeah, that's how that house was. We ended up leaving it for, like, a solid year, just totally unattended. Like, nobody was there for a year, because when we first moved in with Grandma to take care of her, we were trying to clean her house out and get that one on the market and get sold and everything. Mm-hmm. And then we came back to our house, and it, like, nothing had moved, but, like, all of the food in the pantry, like, we're talking boxes of ramen and, like, bags of chips and shit, like, all of it was gone. Every last morsel. And there was just mouse poop everywhere. There was mouse poop in places I didn't think mice could even get, like, inside of the microwave. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Like, it makes me very happy not to be in that house anymore, because I had no idea the mice could get to all the places that they had been.
Oh, yeah. They can shrink their rib cages to, like, a quarter of the size.
There was mouse poop in the fridge.
Yep.
How'd they get in there?
Probably from the bottom.
They probably chewed through it.
Yeah, because they can. Is it mice or rats or both that can chew through
metal?
Both
are fucking insane.
Is it both?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They are meant to survive.
They're strong.
You can still see my camera.
Give a good.
What is this? Stop it.
I can't see your camera, so you're good on my end.
Okay, good. Well, I can see it on my other monitor. It makes me weirded out.
Oh, you're working with a dual monitor thing?
Yeah. Well, because my tablet is a monitor.
Oh shit, that's right. I keep forgetting tablets can do that.
Yeah, right? They're, like, super expensive.
No.
I really want to get one of these days. I've been using my Bamboo Wacom Fun or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what I use.
That was the first tablet I ever got, and then my first one actually broke, and I was like, I can't accept change, and they didn't produce that one anymore, but I went on eBay and found another one anyway.
Come on. We're just going to do this.
I have yet to break mine because I am mental.
This is actually my second tablet. My first ever tablet, like, literally fell apart on me.
Oh my god.
Because I used it for, like, 10 years, and, like, the screws, and, like, every time I picked it up, like, half of it would be left on the table, and so, like, I had to duct tape it together, and I was like, I guess maybe it's time to, like, upgrade. And then I was looking at the tablet I have now, because it was, like, $500, and it's, like, a really big screen. And so my mom was like, get it. And I was like, but it's $500, Mom. She's like, do it! And so I did it, because
It's so worth it, though.
It is.
How you get your money? I'm jealous. Give me some of that.
I work for my sister.
Oh, what do you do?
I babysit her kids.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, well,
I need to start babysitting.
Well, it's like, I'm technically the nanny. So,
yeah, but nannies make good money.
Oh, they do make good money. But
yeah, they do.
But let me tell you, I can't handle being here. Oh, what is that line over there for? Get out of here. But yeah, like, I love these kids to death, but they will be the end of me, I swear.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm really good at working with kids as an entertainer, but as an actual caretaker, that's where I have issues, because, like, I genuinely don't like kids from like a maternal standpoint, like they're not for me.
Yeah.
But I went to the mall today to get pictures of my dog with Santa, and like I made those kids' days. There was one little girl, I loved it. She was in line with her mom and her dad, and they were the last people in line. I had waited for everybody else to go because I didn't want my dog to be near some people who didn't want their kids near dogs.
Yeah.
And she was the last one in line, so I finally got in line behind them. And she was really kind of nervous around people, but the second she saw Bronx, she just lit up. It was like this inner child had come out, and she was okay with being herself again, and she was all happy with this dog. And Bronx was really good about it. She sat and licked her, and she let her pet her and everything. And then finally her parents are like, all right, it's our turn. We're going to go up. And the little girl was like, where? And she goes, we're going to see Santa. And the child, like, just pure horror on her face. And she backed away and screamed, no! And so I realized that she was terrified of Santa Claus.
Aww.
And I, me being the entertainer for children that I am, like I dress up in costume and all the time. This is what I do. I love being around kids in costume. And then having the dog with me, I was like, well, you know, Santa's got a bunch of cool presents up there. He's going to give you one if you go get your picture taken. If you ask him nicely, he might give you a puppy for Christmas, and just being all nice and everything. And she was just dead set against it. Like, she wanted nothing to do with this horrifying Christmas man.
Christmas man.
Well, what costume were you in?
I wasn't in costume this time. My dog was. She was dressed as a reindeer.
Like, did you go full costume to sit with your dog?
If I had one, I would. I actually, with this business I've got, I want to make a reindeer next year. That's been on my list of like entertainment goals. Because I've got the idea for doing the dinosaur show, and then I've got the idea for just like a general party mascot for birthdays. And I really, really want to do a reindeer for pictures with Santa.
Oh.
You know, that reminds me, one time my friend, she ordered, I don't know how she got it. I don't even remember. It was a gigantic Crayola bunny Easter thing, like full get out, like it was huge. And like she got that, and then it was like nighttime, and we decided to go to the streets, and she just stood on the sidewalk and waved, and then she'd start like dancing sexually against a pole.
Oh, that's great.
Like it was like an episode of like Jackass or whatever. I wish I had gotten pictures, but that was crazy.
Oh, did we freeze? We might have frozen.
Uh-oh.
You can do it!
I believe in you.
Oh!
Oh my god, there's nothing scarier than your art program freezing and not having saved for a while.
Well, I saved right before. I just started, so I'm just like, you know what? Alright, so okay, so what I want is, we'll save right now. Shh.
Yes, good.
Alright, cool. Then we do this, and then we scoochy down. Can we scoochy down? No? Okay, fine. I won't pressure you to scoochy down. We'll scoochy down later. We'll just put in, boop. Okay, good, excellent. We put this over here. And then boop, 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 we change you to a 3. Boop, boop, because RC's
So what are the numbers for?
Well, RC's
she's
counting. She's like, 1, 2, wait, we're missing one. This is not good.
Goblin.
Oh
yeah, Nightbee. I auditioned for her. That was fun.
yeah. Where?
I need to go back and see who the hell it was that I auditioned for.
Probably auditioned for like the Canadian one or whatever it was.
Need more maple syrup.
But you said Sorry. Didn't you audition for Sorry?
Yeah, and I
Definitely not.
I auditioned for Sorry. And
Oh, you did?
You were there. You guys were there, and you didn't even say hi to me. I can't believe this.
Before I know you existed.
We have all
Okay,
known each other
Shiro,
secretly.
Yes, Shiro is excused because she didn't know me, but you knew me. You knew me.
I was pleasantly oblivious.
You know, one time it's the most funniest thing. So, like, I've known Dirge since, like, 2005. We've been to a con together. I've I've met her, stayed at her house before, blah, blah, blah. At a BotCon one year, I think it was a couple of BotCons ago. I don't know. I think it was the one in Florida.
Mhm.
I think. Anyways, so I'm down there and I'm having a talk, just a really short talk with a couple of people. And we just kind of, oh yeah, okay, bye. I had no idea, and neither did her. I was talking to her. Oh my god. Because we hadn't seen or talked. There was a period where we hadn't seen or talked to each other in years and stuff. Oh, and I'm like, oh my god, I was talking to you.
Very
you
sorry.
didn't even know it.
God, I've had that happen only once before in my entire life, and again, it was at a convention.
Sorry, I'm singing to myself. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
That's
interrupt the
alright.
conversation.
There's no, I like that my friend, when she dressed up for us, I don't really know the TFA human villains. Slow-mo, I think it was. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Walk lady.
Yeah.
She dressed up, and the guy went up to her. He's like, "I love that your outfit." And she's like, "You know who I am?" And he's like, "Yes, I created her." Oh my god!
That's
Very
embarrassing.
sorry.
It was nice though. It was nice that he's like, somebody did a costume.
I love your costume. You know who I am? Yes, I'm her father.
It's like awkward. There we go.
2, 3.
It's a shame because, like, I would love to meet Weird Al in my Retgar costume, but I feel like he would only, like, very, very vaguely recognize what I even was.
Yeah.
Because, like, he loves doing voice acting and everything, but he also is, like, your classic celebrity of, like, I'm doing this thing now and this is relevant to my current life. Everything else I've done in the past, immediate amnesia.
The one at the BotCon, because my first BotCon was the one he went to.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so how did you get the voice for Retgar? How did you practice? And I just said it. It's like I didn't really do
all of
anything.
Weird
I
Al's
just said the word.
Where is
Alright.
He's one of those voices, like, I'm really good at identifying characters, voice actors. Especially, like, I don't usually know the names of the voice actor, but I'll know, like, I'll be watching some movie and I'll be like, oh, that was so-and-so from this show. Weird Al's one of those where it's like, I know his voice by heart, but for some reason when I hear him as a character, I just think, like, oh, that's a goofy talking squid hat. Or, like, oh, that's a comical D&D wizard ripoff.
Oh yeah, I finally got. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so yeah, it's finally functioning. Holy shitballs, that took so much time.
Just to let you know, I'm recording this and going to put it on YouTube, so.
Cool.
I can go by.
You can tell your mom, like, look, Mom,
Get
I'm
on
on
and
the
then you just
internet. Love that joke, I don't know why.
Oh. Click.
No worries, while you're doing that, I shall be drawing my skeleton people.
Skeletons.
You'll have to clarify that you are not drawing Undertale fan art.
No, I am not indeedly not drawing Undertale fan art. Thank you very much.
Not everything is underkill.
I was on YouTube earlier looking for those animation memes that people make, like the usually the younger animation community, because I think they're so cute. I really do love them. And the particular one that I was looking for was like entirely Undertale fan characters that had done it, and I'm sitting here like, what happened to all of the ones that I used to watch? Like, these were all little cat characters before. Why did Undertale come in so, like,
Aggressively?
Yeah. It had nothing to do with Undertale. Like, I'm not complaining about it. I was just shocked at the amount of it.
Go here.
No.
If you would just listen to me for one time. I'm talking to my. If I sound very rude, I'm talking to my computer, not you guys. So
it's okay.
We're used to it.
Anyway.
There we go. Okay.
No worries. While you're doing that, I'm going to be sitting.
I need.
While you're doing that, I'm going to set up my alarms for tomorrow since I forgot to do them today. That fucked me over because I have to go late for work.
Game night's tomorrow, yeah? Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Game
I
night.
forgot. It feels like it came so close because we did it on Friday last week.
Yeah.
God damn it! Can they stop being all set to PM? not waking up at 5 p.m., even though that would be
I
lovely.
feel
And
like
we
our
get-
jam cannot forget when we have a game.
I'm just getting all cluster brained because I've got Christmas stuff going on.
All
I
right.
was supposed to go Christmas shopping today and get all of my Christmas cookie stuff because I'm doing a whole bunch of Christmas cookies for my D&D group. But
Well, okay, yes, good. I look forward to it.
not you.
We're the only one who truly exists.
You have no other friends, only us. Yay!
But to give you an idea of how my day went, I left at 3 o'clock to go get pictures of my dog with Santa. I came home at around 8. And all I did today was get the picture of my dog with Santa.
What happened?
So I got there, and immediately when I walked into the mall with her, the lady at the Santa booth came over to talk to me, and she goes, "Are you here to get pictures with your dog?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh, well, our pet day was yesterday." I said, "Yeah, I called the mall the day before yesterday to ask when it was, and then I got a call back today saying that it was over already. So I'm here anyway because this was going to be my Christmas gift to Grandma, and she's 90, and there's nowhere else who's got Santa pictures with dogs." And so it was just a big, like, waited out battle for them to be like, all right, well, Santa can't touch your dog because he's got a separate suit for when he touches animals. For kids who are allergic to animals, those suits can't come in contact with each other, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and all these rules. And the manager's out until 6, and all these crazy things were going wrong. And so we killed some time by going to the pet store to kind of like wear her out some because she's a puppy still. She got very excited over all of the children.
She's
who
like,
wanted to
children!
find her.
Humans are mine!
Ended up spending a lot more money on dog toys than I anticipated. But that goes to her Christmas. Came back, waited in line for another 2 hours until the manager finally
Where is
showed up.
sorry?
And went through a series of aggressive questioning over whether she was a service dog or not. She's an emotional support dog. Pit bull or not, she is a pit. How's her temperament? Is she aggressive?
Yeah,
She
maybe
was sleeping at the time. Like, it was just a hot mess. And it got to a point where, like, I had dressed up so that I would look nice in the picture because I figured I was going to have to be in it anyway. And my lipstick had partially been wiped off at some point, and I don't know when because I had been there since 3 o'clock, and it was getting close to 7 at this point. And all I had in my bag with me, I didn't have any makeup. I had a fucking Sharpie marker, and I was like, fuck it, this day's gone on for too long. And I used the Sharpie marker to put on more lipstick.
Very good.
Wow.
I guess that's a way of fixing it. Did you ever get it off?
Oh yeah, and I was surprised it came off when I came home.
It also rubbed off.
I was ready to face the next day with like the little drawn on red mustache above my lip here because I had been through hell trying to get this picture.
I'm jealous you got to do a thing. I want to do that with my dog, but he just eats Santa. He is so aggressive. He doesn't like other people unless he really knows them. And I've always wanted to do it, but like, yeah, get this guy to hold my half Chihuahua, half Dachshund, and watch your face like get ripped off.
Yeah, I definitely would not like your dog.
Yeah, and he's an emotional support dog too. I mean,
Well, that's the whole thing. Like,
I don't know.
as long as it works for you and like it gives you the comfort, that's all they're really meant to do.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when I do get another dog, and that won't be for a long time because I don't want to say like, yes, this one's going to pass away soon. No, I want to get like one that's been actually trained and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I need that. But I love him, even though he pisses me off.
That was originally the plan with Bronx, but then we ended up realizing that like there's nowhere in my state that does that, at least not within like a 4-hour drive. So we ended up going to pounds and stuff just to see like what was around and what like whether or not there would be a good fit already. And I wanted to go with an older dog, but then around Halloween they showed up with a litter of 11 pit bull puppies, and she was there. And they were all named after different Halloween candies. Her original name was Almond Joy.
Oh.
And none of my pets are actually listed on their official certificates as the names that they go by.
Wow.
Her
We
official one
actually-
says Almond Joy. Harpo's says Orange.
Orange?
That was his original name. And Pinky doesn't have
Orange?
documents.
Pinky.
At least
Nice.
Pinky's just there.
she's an old lady. She's actually no, she just got it changed to Pinky Hackett because I had to pick up her medicine at a human pharmacy. And we were all very confused over the name that was on the card.
Why was that a human pharmacy?
Apparently she's taking human medicine.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like my mom's dog, one of her dogs, her Boston Terrier, has severe allergies, and like the vet's like, yeah, just give him some Benadryl and stuff like that. So he just takes human medication.
Bronx had to take Benadryl all the time when she was a puppy because she had like severe allergies to everything in the world.
I know that feel.
Right, back to drawing skeletons instead of just staring vacantly into space like I always do.
I mean, that's always a good thing to do.
If I'm gonna be staying up until like who knows how long, and I'm gonna be getting up at like 4:30 or 5 in the morning, I might as well do something productive with my life, so I don't completely regret life tomorrow.
Oh,
living,
it's
like-
so hard to draw with a mouse.
Who's drawing
Okay.
with a mouse?
I'm drawing with the mouse. Because that's the one that's being responsive.
Oh jeez, that is painful.
I adopted my cat, but
There.
I know, like, I would love to adopt another dog, but a part of me is like, I could really use an animal that is trained to help me down.
You know,
Yeah.
Like, I have Echo. Like, I went to the pound. It was for my birthday. I went to the pound. It was a kill shelter because I really wanted to go. Yeah, and I don't like kill shelters, but you know. Anyways, I was looking for a cat, and all the cats were like sick. They were older, and there was one big black cat named Bakira, which was great because that's my favorite book. And I considered him, but at the same time, like, okay, he's old. Am I gonna be able to pay for medications? Did something come up? And I didn't want to get a kitten, so I was like, oh, can I just settle for something that's young but not too young? But in the end, we went to the Humane Society because we're like, whatever. And there was a black kitten named Orion, and he was so cute. But he was a boy, and I had a girl. So I wasn't sure if he'd spray or something like that. And so as we were walking around, we saw one. My mom's like, you should get this one. And I did not want it at all. I just didn't want it. So we went to the room to play with it. And it was like, oh my God, no. It wanted to go right back to the cage.
they can't like you equally as much.
I'm looking, and all of a sudden I'm walking with my friend Wade. And this one cat, Wade comes by and he hisses at him. And I was like, this one.
You determine which cat you're gonna get by which one hisses at your friend.
I know, I like that. And she was sweet. Her original name was Roz, which I don't mind, but I'm kind of like, I must make this mine.
Name her Roswell after the whole UFO things?
No, she's named Echo because I was sitting in the car and I'm like, oh, we had just recently saw Jurassic World and we're thinking about, Blue Delta Echo and stuff.
God, I hope she's washing
Echo.
up that
And then I regretted
disgusting
it because my
burger.
cat, my
I
other
mean,
cat is
how
named
does it
Kayako.
forget?
So I'm like, oh,
Uh-oh.
God damn it. I adopted her from like a pet store, which I don't do anymore because, but you feel bad. You're like, oh, but it was a spur of the moment thing, and she was named Gina.
That
Which was pretty
disgusting
cute, but I'm like, no,
I mean,
you're mine now. I must christen you with a name I have chosen.
I actually got, I was in
This
high
is my
school,
child.
and my previous 2 dogs passed away, years ago, and I'm still determined to get a dog. I have a problem.
You're
that's
filled with
how-
determination.
Yes.
No,
And-
dogs are so nice.
And so, when I was in high school, another friend really wanted dogs. And so we went behind and this is when my parents were giving me an allowance. So I saved up my allowance and we tricked the local animal shelter into letting us adopt 2 dogs.
Oh my God.
And they were great. I named mine Courage.
Oh.
Yes, my dog was named Courage.
Yeah, he had a speckled tongue and everything. It was great. But so it couldn't be at my house because my parents were like, what are these dogs doing here? And I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. We got them like
What dog?
we got them spayed and just neutered. I'm not sure which was which, but
Were they boys?
Yeah, they were boys.
So they were neutered.
So we got them neutered and everything. And the problem was that my friend's apartment, because she was living in an apartment with her dad, the apartments didn't allow dogs either. And so, like, I was supposed to, like, I was supposed to go up every, like, weekend to help her take care of the dogs and stuff like that. And she would, house them and stuff. But the dogs were a little bit food aggressive with each other. And so they would growl and kind of bark at each other. And so my friend's like, we can't do this. And then I cried when we had to return them to the thing. I was like sobbing in tears. I'm like, we couldn't do it. We're awful people.
Well, you tried, and that's what mattered.
Yeah, I mean, we returned them to the same place, and that they were, they're all they're all neutered and stuff. So the next people who got them were like, hey, we saved a good $20 on these dogs.
But they got somebody adopted them. That's always good.
I'm hoping so. I was too distraught to, because it's a no-kill shelter, so I'm assuming so. But yeah, then I vowed to never get a dog until I can properly take care of it. But now the temptation is getting too hard because I'm in a place. Because, like, I'm in a house. Like, I'm living with my sister. And she's totally okay with me having a dog. But it has to be a hypoallergenic dog because her husband's allergic.
Oh, get one of those Mexican dogs. The hairless ones.
Well, I was thinking of getting a poodle.
Oh, yeah. They're really smart.
Yeah. And
poodles are cute.
And so... And I just have no I just have to stay away from all animal shelters or Petco or anything like that because I'm like, that dog is mine. We're getting it. I have the money. I have like no self-control. And it was funny because my nephew, his school was having like a Halloween event, and it was like it had like one of those little events like come pet a dog, and I was like, sweet, I'm going to pet those dogs. And then when I went over there, the dogs had adopt me scars on them.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh god, what have I done? This is a huge mistake. This Chewini, I love her. Her name is Annabelle. That's her name now. Her name was like Annie. But like, I was just like, I need this dog in my life. I had the adoption papers and everything.
It was...
And, like, but my parents had to, like, take away the papers and, like, no. And I was just like, and then they had to, like, crawl, and, like, I just sulked on the couch for, like, a good week. I was like, Annabelle was perfect! Why couldn't you just let me have one? So.
Yeah.
So I have to go to, like, not dog therapy, but, like, the Alcoholics Anonymous, but for dogs.
Good dogs. Dogs are good.
They are good. Dogs are always good.
Yeah, sadly, with me and my dad, I am really terrified of dogs, so he's going to have to keep that in mind. He obviously knows about this, so he's going to keep that in mind when he eventually thinks about adopting one, if we ever do, which might not be at this apartment complex, because they're just like, you can't have dogs, you have to pay extra $100. I'm just like, ew.
Oh, God.
Yeah, $100. She's like, eh. So, and, like, he's also really allergic to cats, so...
Yeah, like, I'm allergic to cats, too, but I love cats. And, like, there's neighborhood cats, and be like, oh, sweet, that one lady who pets is really nice. Let's go hang out with her. And I'm like, damn it. I want to pet you cats, but my eyeballs will just bleed out.
My dad is just, like, really likes ferrets, and... he eventually were like passing by a PetSmart, and we just like saw the sign that said like they had parrots, and so we just went to the PetSmart just to look at the ferrets and did nothing else.
Oh my god! I want like
ferrets
are illegal in
at
California.
Well, real quick, somebody at our cemetery. Okay, I live like
how does
a
it
block.
work?
If I were to go outside my complex and just about. Not that far. There's a cemetery basically nearby me. And taking a pill. I was out there. They have a lot of Pokestops out there. Cemetery hitter stops. There's a gym there. There's a couple gyms at the cemetery.
I mean,
So as we're
the
doing
dead
it,
people guy has something to do too, right?
yeah, I'm like, all right. So as we're driving, we see this black bunny, and then you can tell it's not a wild; it's a domestic bunny. And Angel, she gets out of the car and she walks up to it, and it doesn't move from her until it eventually runs. And there was a lot of its droppings around the area. So obviously, this is somebody who didn't want this rabbit.
Oh.
And just dumped off. Yeah, because it was a domestic rabbit. It wasn't like I said, it let her walk up to him, and it looked like it just been sitting there, or maybe it had been in a box for a while and had just shit everywhere. I'm so mad.
Well, hopefully it will have a chance to breed with the natural rabbits in the area, and you'll get amazing, natural, adorable, fluffy rabbits.
We don't have rabbits. We don't have rabbits.
Well, hopefully he'll make a good snack for someone.
Oh, jeez.
We don't have. Well,
I mean, yeah, that's looking on the bright side of the dark side. So.
I mean, something else will benefit from it, and it will be very happy for it.
Don't you guys have like
Oh,
coyotes
really?
or wolves around there?
I saw coyote once, but it's very, 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 very. I've only seen. I've been living here for a little over 20-something years, and honestly, you might see something weird, but there's really no weird animals in the city where I live. There are even living here, everybody's like, oh, there's so many scorpions in Arizona, and I have seen maybe 2.
That's because you don't have shoes.
And I saw some that were at my friend's house, but it was like, And they don't even give a shit. I saw one outside my apartment complex, and I walked up to it. I'm like,
yo, scorpion, don't sting me.
Until I got too close, and it's like, snip, snip.
Sneep, sneep.
Snip, snip. And then I got mad because, at that time, that apartment I was living, literally there was a playground, and it had the wood chips for the floor or the ground there. And I told them, you need to be aware that there's a scorpion out there wandering around. So that might mean, going in there. But, we can't help. We can't stop them. I'm like, I'm just saying. Dung. Because it can hide very easily.
In boots. You don't know. Who cares about snakes in your boots? This is scorpions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have rattlesnakes, but I don't really see those either. We also have killer bees.
Go back.
I understand the threat of bees, but at the same time, that sounds really funny.
Killer bees are terrifying.
Yeah.
They're killers.
Do you guys have cow
That
killers?
reminds me, I was meant to buy killer bee honey. That's what I wanted to do.
Is it supposed to be super sweet and yummy?
It's really super sweet. But I was watching a bunch of bee stuff because that's my ASMR, just watching them bee combs getting cut. It's like the crunch, crunch. And then I ended up on that one. I don't know if you ever watched Brave Wilderness, where he's like, I'm going to have the most painful ant bite me.
Why?
And it's like, because that's what he does.
Okay.
He literally goes around all the world. He does other stuff, but there's some of his famous stuff is his bite. Painful bites from various animals.
Yeah, that's apparently somebody's life goal in life is to.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing it. I mean, he's out in nature holding this show he wants to hold. He's meeting all these weird, all these cool animals and getting bitten by bullet ants,
Are any of you guys planning on going to TFCon in Canada?
No.
I had to think about it because it's right after I get back from my parents' 50th anniversary, and everyone's going to Hawaii.
Oh wow!
Too freaking expensive.
So, but I want to go.
If you ever do, let me know, or Sparks, either one of us, because there's a guy there. His name is Goober, and
Does he
he
sell
is
drugs?
basically I don't think so. But But he's basically like that guy that you see on all those excited travel shows about like the one guy who travels the world by himself with nothing but a backpack. That's literally him. He's in Taiwan right now, and he legit found a guy on the street, made friends with him in that moment, and has been backpacking with this guy through Taiwan for like a week now.
Oh.
And, like, it's amazing the shit that he does. And he's so funny. He's literally the human version of a golden retriever. He's so fun to hang out with, and he's never missed a TF con, so you have to meet him when you're there.
Okay.
Aw.
I want to go.
We have a tradition that we've been doing for the last 3 cons now, where we go to a place called the Swiss Chalet. And there was no legit reason. Well, there's 2 traditions, but for this one, there was no reason to actually start going to this place, other than the fact that our other friend Ninja had a gift card there. So we went there, or they went there 1 year for TFCon, and then everybody in the group has been going with them there ever since.
Nice.
And then a few years ago, they started the Midnight Slurpee Run, where they gather up as many people as they can to walk a few miles down to the 7-Eleven, grab a Slurpee, and come back. And it's like a huge amount of people. I think last year it was like 20 people went with them.
I mean, that's a good
Just
way
walk
not to get
down the
kidnapped and raped.
Also, I found the opposite of the hello meme, because instead it's hero, which is 2 R's instead of 2 L's.
Hello.
Also, I feel the hello thing is only appropriate when it's used with a picture of the really, really cute kitty.
Come on, you can do it.
Like, I think you know what I'm talking about, maybe, if you've seen all of the memes.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Come on.
Yeah,
What?
where they have that really, really, really cute, pretty kitty. It's just, you know, at first they do the thing, and then like, it's just mouth is closed, and then they like it meows, and like they do the hello, and it just looks so adorable. Like that's literally the only time I've ever been like seen that meme. Like, okay, that's fine.
The one that I use with Bronx all the time, whenever I wake up in the morning, she's out on the couch. As I walk out, and I do like a slow walk up to her. She knows this. This is like building the anticipation. Because she gets her head down low, and she starts doing like the nervous tail wag, like, oh, am I in trouble? I don't know if I'm in trouble. And then I throw my arms out, and I go, oh, hello! And she gets so excited.
She's like, yes, I'm not in trouble. I'm getting cuddles.
How dare you play with my feelings like this? What the hell?
Oh, have you ever guys seen? Have you guys
It's our morning
ever watched
tradition.
Markiplier?
Yes.
Have you guys seen the video where he's playing dead with his dog?
No.
It's pretty cute because he puts little subtitles in for his dog, and his dog's like, "Oh heck, not again!" So you should look it up. It's pretty cute.
His dog is like the most non-emotional, calm dog I've ever seen in the world.
Like,
She just like her entire life consists of one static image. You could just copy and paste her anywhere, and that would be her life.
yeah, pretty much. And like, he's doing like a huge rage LP right now, where he's literally throwing his office chair in like frustration, and his dog's just like, yeah, huh? What's going on? Are we having fun? Are we playing fetch with the chair? I don't understand.
Okay, guys, I got to go. Oh God,
Oh,
my
so-
friend, she's demanding.
Okay.
What the heck is that noise?
It's my
call.
Skype. Yeah, so I gotta pick up.
I was gonna say, is somebody getting possessed? Is somebody getting abducted by aliens?
Maybe.
I don't know what she has in store.
Alright.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Shira, this current image, I'm assuming is Bumblebee.
No.
No, it's Cliff Jumper, but yellow.
No.
Oh, because there's a difference there.
It's
It looks like he's about to start singing a really, really deep Billy Joel song.
well, that's kind of what's happening. Is Nightbeat, and so she's being represented by the color yellow, because that's what that's in her illustration of her TFA self. It's blue and yellow, and I already had blue for Siren, so I was like, well, now you're yellow. So And this is her going like, oh my god, mystery time, yes! And so she's going like super anime mode, where she's like, oh, this is a mystery to be solved, and like, and stuff. And so there's a spotlight on her, and stuff. Like, I had, like, I'm imagining, have you ever seen that anime where this detective gets turned into a kid?
Yes.
Detective Cohen. Like, that's what I'm imagining when I'm, like, doing this. I don't know why.
No, I like it.
Okay. You're just saying that because you're my friend.
No, I'm really excited to see this whole thing put together. I'm only catching screenshots of, like, different scenes here, but I'm really excited to see how this goes.
Alright, let's go over here. If you hear random, like, people you don't know talking, it's my audio.
That's fine. I kind of wanted you to have
Sorry,
audio
just
on so I
curious.
could hear clips.
Yeah.
Also, I should probably show you guys the pictures that I drew of the very Phoenix Wright-esque images.
Yes, please. Oh, I also sent a picture of Bronx's Santa Santa shot.
Oh, I had to look at that. Hold on, people on YouTube. I had to look at this.
You must show us the dog.
You are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And
You are.
your dog is also she looks very confused.
She is, and Santa's like giving her the side eye and everything. Like, this whole scene is a disaster. Her legs like out, like trying to
like-
pick up Santa.
It's like call me like one of your French girls.
It's a perfect image.
And Santa's like, no thank you.
Yeah, Santa looks very like unsure of this woman with Sharpie lipstick and her weird dog.
Oh, but I like it.
Also, this picture quality will not be very well lit because it is in my room instead of in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
You need like a lamp.
No.
I do.
What's going on here? No. How life? Okay, fine. You know what? I'm just going to ignore that. This doesn't exist currently. Shit, what was I doing over here in my animation? I lost my concentration.
You lost your
Sorry, just curious,
constipation?
is it
Isn't that a good thing?
Well, you know what? I don't want to talk to you right now because I say words and then you realize I say wrong words. And then I don't know what to say after that because I'm just like, bleh.
Just do what I do.
Sorry,
Just
just
do.
curious, is a mystery to be solved.
This is why I want this.
Wow, my phone is my phone. Wow, that is a lot. That is actually not the color I expected it to come out to be, but yeah, imposing dramatically.
Over here.
Great, now I have
Oh no.
somebody reacted to it as like dun dun, and I'm
wait,
having
oh, what happened here?
you ate it.
Something happened. There we go. I'm not sure why that went away, but it went away. But I
Because
fixed it. And now
Yay.
we're saving. Because I'm super paranoid.
I mean, that's an appropriate reaction to have.
Okay.
Why did that suddenly turn into really terrible pixel quality?
Oh, it's because it's trying to load it in.
Ah.
It's like, must load simple images and... Oh, no, this is not what I want. Over here. Can we go over here?
I understand it transforms in.
Ah, shite. What is going on here?
Where did everything go?
Are we... There we go. This is... Yeah, over here. And, yeah, we're still there. Okay, good. Excellent. And we go over here. Want to line up everything nice, because I'm weird like that.
I mean, it's a logical reaction to take.
Ugh.
Why do I keep it saying logical like I'm Spock? What the flying fish nuggets?
Because you're the leader of the weird band that we have in
Why did
D&D.
Why did I become the leader?
Because for
I'm-
some reason you're the only sensible one.
I'm the only sensible one who has a giant sense of justice.
I like the
great.
floors.
You do.
I like licking floors.
Yes, you do.
God, I hope she's
I was
washing up
watching
that
that
disgusting
video of,
burger.
of Markiplier and his
how
dog
does an organic
because it was
cow
too tempting.
burger? I mean,
Oh, look at Ghostlight.
Posing dramatically like the dramatic
I mean,
Rooney he is.
I feel like he really needs to have an angry speech at the end of this whole adventure.
She's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Like, I don't even know if it's gonna be that type of angry, but it's definitely gonna be a rant about like how this probably would have. He's probably gonna rant further on like the whole thing with Piper.
And all of this could have been avoided had you just followed your protocol.
And actually cut the thing off your ship and actually use containment procedures. And oh my god, why am I even lecturing you on this?
Super like, I don't know, I stopped paying attention like a good 5 seconds ago. As soon as you started talking, I was like, food.
I feel like I hope we eventually beat Piper or Piper's corpse, because he's probably gonna just go on a lecture at her corpse.
Burger.
Or he's gonna be like, if we find her alive and somehow we incapacitate her, he's just gonna lecture her while angrily.
I have a really cute moment. It's lectured to death. But I have a really cute image in my head that I want to happen next game night, where like, this is assuming that we kill Apollo, but if we kill Apollo, then Zuga's going to put Clicker and Apollo next to each other and then put the pillow underneath them so they look like they're cuddling.
Aww.
So be like, look, you look horribly mangled, but at least now you're cuddling.
It's a very Romeo and Juliet-esque death.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it is.
It's like, I can't wait for like train wreck to be like, I leave for 5 seconds.
Has anyone filled them in on like what they missed out on yet?
I have. I just told them.
Okay.
I just told them that Clicker died. Cause I was like, because I messaged him and I was like, you're gonna be so upset the next game night. And he's like, what happened? Shiro, what happened?
You were supposed to stop the door before, but Sparks was like, oh, let's just go in one more door. Let's go. Let's just do one more door. It's like, damn it.
It's just organic cow. Transform into that thing.
Let's do a dance.
I understand it transforms into something even more.
Let's do this. Dee. Yep.
I understand.
Yeah. There we go. That thing.
I understand it transforms into something even worse inside of her.
Sara's disappearance is a mystery to be solved.
Oh, hey. That was quick.
I feel you should have that like moment of black before the spotlight turns on, just because it looks more dramatic.
Well, yeah, that spot, that's staying there. Don't worry. that's staying there. It needs to be dramatic. But this needs to be. This is. Can we? Oh, hey, we can. Can we? No, we can't. Oh, we squishy it over. Come on, squishy. Yeah, come on. A little bit more. A little bit more.
It loads as slowly as my computer at work, because my computer at home is a gaming computer, so it actually like I can play most video games and it won't make any noise.
Well, I have a gaming laptop, but I might invest in a gaming computer soon, so I can, and like because the only reason I want a gaming computer is so I can animate and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Oh, they can be expensive. The one I got was like $1,000. They can be cheaper if you actually assemble the parts yourself, but I have no technical skills.
Oh yeah, I mean my laptop costs $1,600.
I mean, it's not as bad as the Chromebook which costs like $150. But it's a Chromebook, so you can't download anything.
Yeah.
Even worse
It
inside of
technically
her.
runs off of the Linux
Sara's disappearance is a mystery to
technology. However, because of the fact that it's a Chromebook, it doesn't have the ability to do anything.
I think that's what I currently have as a Linux. No. What have I got?
Disappear.
My last one was a Linux.
You have a PC, obviously.
Yeah. No, I had a Linux for a short while my first computer was being fixed. And
Why is it only there for
I
like 5
hated
seconds?
it. I hate Linux more than anything. I was getting it confused because I have a Lenovo computer. And this it's just the kind of computer that you would need for like school and college. It's not meant for half the shit that I do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought it originally because I thought it was one of those laptops that you could get a stylus for and draw on it like you would a tablet. And it wasn't. And somehow I ended up not returning it and keeping it anyway, and it was just a whole series of unfortunate events.
Okay. That should be enough dramatic pause for the darkness.
Transforms into something even worse inside of her. Sara's disappearance is a mystery to be solved.
Alright. To be
I've
solved.
been playing too much of that Pokemon game, because he just flipped over to her and she looks like Pikachu to me now.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much.
Solved.
Similarly, that reminds me of, like, sadly, we haven't had, my character hasn't had much of an opportunity to go on yelling about, well, actually, no, he's on several occasions yelled about how he's going to investigate something. Like, that's the entire reason he shoved his head in the tube that apparently the Sparkeater originally went through.
Had a little sparklets.
And then he shoves his head in the tube again.
Like, wait, I didn't examine this good enough. Hold on.
Well, he couldn't examine it in the first place because he got attacked by Scraplets. So he was just like, okay, gotta examine it again.
To be solved.
And then Zuko's just like, okay, I'm leaving. Zuko became the sensible one for a moment. It was weird.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I think I was just being, like, hyper-aggressive. I was like, we need to do stuff right now. Things have to happen. We've been battling too much. I don't know. We had to go explore other places.
And then we did.
We did. It was good. It was a good experience.
Like, you just need
She was hit with a spark of motivation where she was just like, fuck this. I'm getting through this ship if it kills me.
You just need to search.
Well, it killed somebody.
Kill a lot of people.
Well, I mean, most recently, it's killed somebody that we care about, sadly.
Oh, yes.
Or Clicker.
You still have Rusty.
You just need.
Hopefully he won't get rusty. Shh.
Like, I
Rusty
just
is,
imagine...
like...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just, like, imagining, like, everyone except for, like, maybe Spark Splitter and Zuga. Like, everyone else is, like, around Clicker's body going, oh god, why? And Zuga and Spark Splitter are just like, we're only upset because people we like are upset. It's like, honestly, we could care one way or another. We could have been okay. Alright, come on. We can do this. Clickety-clack-clack this. Come on. You know what? Fine. This is gonna be a really bad, but this... Circle! I did it.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm trying to make it so you can actually hear my clapping.
Oh, thank you. There we go. This is smile, and then her head ornament thing. Yeah. This is good, and there. Excellent. Yes, this is good. This is good. Good.
It's like in Professor Layton when you're about to answer the puzzle and they do the slow zoom in to see if you got it right.
It's like, look, just tell me if I got it right, because I've been spending 6 hours on this stupid puzzle.
Why did
My
that
mom is
sound?
obsessed with those games.
I love those games.
They're great. I'll get, because I'm mostly in it for the story, and I'll get stuck on a puzzle and then I'll set it down for like a year.
Yeah, me too.
And then forget the entire storyline.
And I forget the whole thing, and then when I go to pick it up again, it's like, oh well, I gotta restart it because I don't know where the story left.
And then you get stuck on a...
And she's like, oh, fuck the cutscene, just give me more puzzles. I just want puzzles. I don't care about this Layton character.
Maybe you should like just trade who does what. Like have your mother be the one who does the puzzles for you, and you just watch the plot.
Professor Layton co-op mode.
Confessions out of snitches.
I mean, that's what Professor Layton becomes if you have care about puzzles like I am.
Okay, and we... Come here. Come here.
Oh, me and my friend Brian, every once in a while he'll come over and we will try and play Breath of the Wild together.
I love Breath of the Wild! But you already knew that. I'm sorry. Keep going.
He's invented this way of turning this game into a two-player game. And I think it's because he saw somebody else do it on YouTube. But the first time he ever played this game, he sat down and he took one of the controllers for himself and then thrust the other one into my hand. And he said, all right, let's play. And I had to politely explain to him that is not how the Switch controllers work. But he insisted that that's how we were going to play it. So we have played through up to the first temple now, or the first guardian, co-op mode with him controlling one half of Link and me controlling the other half. So it's like, I think one of us is controlling the movement while the other one's controlling the attack, and we have to work together like Pacific Rim style to try and control Link.
Wow. Going to do this, and then we're going to do this again. Clickety clack clack.
There's some hilarious realization about like Star Wars, and like what would be the most shocking thing is if they reveal that no, Kylo Ren is not actually related in any way, shape, or form to Rey. Like that would actually be surprising. Because if they reveal that they're like cousins or something, and then like that she's like the daughter of Luke, I would not be surprised. But like if they were like, nope, they're not actually related at all. We're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would make more sense if she was the daughter of Luke.
I mean, I kind of assumed.
There we go.
Or, yeah, sorry, I'm not like super savvy on the Star Wars universe, but Luke is the son of Anakin, so yeah, that would make more sense for it to be his daughter. Sorry, it's been so long since I've seen these movies.
Mm-hmm. No worries,
You're not a true geek. You're just a pretender.
I'm not. I'm a fake geek.
You're not the
I'm a
person.
fake nerd girl.
So you're not one of those people who who committed the sin of actually liking Jar Jar Binks as a child.
Oh my god, I was though.
Yeah,
I love Jar Jar Binks.
It's the same thing. Like, there's always those characters that are supposed to be like made endearing for children, and like I'm always the person who likes them. And like, this is the same thing with like if anybody's played Borderlands, Claptrap, who I actually liked Claptrap. I actually thought he was kind of funny. I actually thought he was adorable.
Snitches.
I thought he was pretty witty.
Now we
Like-
need to do...
Like, he's pretty witty for some character who's just constantly at a cheerful tone of voice.
Yeah, he's like the quirky Wreck-Gar style kind of character.
Edits. Where's my
Like
split?
I remember going back to see which is the one with Anakin where they find him and
The
They're-
Phantom Strikes?
Back
Maybe?
if we were lucky.
oh my god, they're like you're gonna post this on YouTube and this is all the comments. They're gonna be
Google.
raging at us.
Google.
Well, really,
Internet.
honestly, if I get any kind of comments on this, I'm gonna be really surprised.
So in the storyline, this was the first one story-wise, but like in the way that they came out, it was the fourth.
The Phantom Menace?
Snitches.
I'm gonna say
We will do
yes
no
because I don't
such
know any of them anyway.
I just looked in the Star Wars Wikipedia.
Then I'm gonna say yes because you know more than me at this point.
Yes, I just looked at the Wikipedia. There's just like, prequel trilogy. Okay, yeah, the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
It's I can't speak English today.
I mean,
So I went to see that one in theaters after it had been re-released in theaters. Probably for like the third time. I don't know how many times it's been in theaters. But it wasn't too terribly long ago, maybe like 5 years. And I rekindled all of my love for Jar Jar Binks as I was watching it.
oh, I'm glad.
And I don't understand why people hate him so much.
He's so fun. Like I can kind of, and like I actually admit like the Sith, Star Wars series are hilarious. Also, like for some reason, it amuses me greatly. Like looking at the Wikipedia for not the basic Wikipedia for Star Wars, and like them listing the films, and like for some reason, it amuses me that they list the Star Wars Holiday Special, the terrible one, where the Wookiees had the usual thing where they put like animate some actual person's mouth in like the place of the mouth, and it looks terrifying.
Oh my god.
You're just like. Meh.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should do a movie night sometime between now and the new year and we'll watch some terrible Christmas special or something.
Okay.
What should we watch though?
Your mom.
God knows. There's enough Christmas movies out there. What? Oh, some of the Netflix horror movies. Like, I know
Yes.
they had a Ginger Dead Man, Santa's Sleigh.
We will do
Oh, my
no
dog is
such thing,
screaming.
young bot.
Oh my god, the Santa is slaying.
Oh, I'm almost done with this scene. Shit.
Nice.
Spite of her.
She's barking
Sarah's
in her
disappearance is a
sleep.
mystery to be
Aw.
solved. We just need to search for clues, interrogate witnesses, beat the confessions out of snitches.
I'm waiting for her to howl.
We will do no
Sometimes she
such
does
thing,
that.
young bot.
Okay.
I love that. I love how dramatic that scene was. It's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
I love the dramatic turn.
The worst part is that I'm going to be far more detailed when I finally do it, because I'm just doing like the story, the animatic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
And that's going to make me really sad because there's no reference of any of the Headmaster Juniors from the side or the back. It's just from the front. No. And I want to cry because I'll have to make my own references.
I mean, same. I don't have any. They don't have any references for what Rodimus or what Hot Rod or. Well, they probably have some stuff for like Blurr at the very least.
Yeah, but you can go into the episodes, like you can look at screenshots and stuff like that.
Ow! Son of a biscuit. Yeah, I could do that. I forgot.
That reminds me, I need to go pick up that extended almanac or whatever that came out.
I can let you borrow mine if you want. Oh no, the extended one. I just have volume 1 and volume 2. Never mind.
Yeah.
I can't help. I'm useless.
Sparks has the extended one. I've been meaning to order it off Amazon for years now, and I just can't remember to do it.
Well, something. Words.
Come on.
I would do it now, but it's almost Christmas, and I have no money from Christmas shopping.
I can get it for you.
No!
Oh, I forgot. Today was my dad's birthday. Yay!
Oh, did you say happy birthday to him?
Yes. I actually took him out for Taco Bell because he couldn't think of what other food he wanted. I was like, would you like to go to Taco Bell?
Dad, what do you want for your birthday? Diarrhea? Okay.
We both like Taco Bell too much. We're just like, why do we like Taco Bell?
I'm right there with you, though. I fucking love Taco Bell. I had those taquito things that you were talking about. They're the bomb.
I love how they're just like, oh, it's rolled up tacos. And just like, it's a freaking taquito.
Yeah, no, it's just a taquito.
Just call it a taquito. Just call it a taquito. It's the closest that Taco Bell's gonna ever get to authentic.
Is taquito a copywritten name for something?
Nope.
It's a made-up word, I believe.
It's not a copywritten name. Like you can find a bajillion recipes for taquitos.
What happened? I just drew RC, and now she's gone.
She has transcended to another plane.
Okay, yeah, fine, whatever. I'll do it again. This thing can't stop me from finishing the scene. I swear to God. Then circle. Thank you.
That was the best circle ever drawn.
Thank you. I was actually trying to do it with my tablet pen. Come on, a little. Okay, fine. We'll do it with the mouse now. Angry face. Angry face. Angry face. Save.
Anger face.
And we go over here. There we go. Ah, found her. Found RC, everyone.
Yay.
Okay, thank you.
I have no idea if it ever actually picks up my claps.
It does.
Yeah, good.
Right.
This program that you're using looks immensely difficult.
It does.
Okay.
I mean, at the same time, I can understand what's going on. Like, I can see it makes sense, but at the same time, I'm just like,
the part that confuses me is all the layers.
Oh.
Because you got 2 sets of layers. Oh. Okay, so.
You have questions? Let me answer your questions.
I have too many questions.
Oh, tell me your questions, and I'll blabber out something that sounds smart.
Okay. So the layers on the bottom part of the screen, what are they?
These?
Yeah.
Alright, so, it's like in Photoshop, where, if you want, this layer is at the bottom. And it's underneath.
It's like your background.
Yeah, it's underneath this layer. So it ends up like that. And if you actually After Effects is really kind of weird because it's not made for this kind of animation. It's made more like for video editing.
Right.
So I had to make an individual kind of slide thing and color on the actual layer, and nothing else can it's its own special oh, God, I'm horrible at this. Look it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just do that. I'm sorry. I'm horrible at explaining.
No, you're fine. This is a difficult program to figure out.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm actually doing an animation in After Effects too. So, like, I'm probably doing, like, the most roundabout way possible, too.
Well, you're also only doing the storyboard right now, too.
Yeah. And once I do the actual animation, like, I'll probably import a whole bunch from Photoshop and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, I only have, like, dipped my toes into the shallow end of Flash Player, so I have very little knowledge of what I'm doing with that sort of thing anyway. I would like to get into animation, but my computer just can't handle it. I, like, no shit, like, I'll be drawing in Psy, and I'll hit the save button, and the process of trying to save my drawing will crash Psy.
We will do no such thing, young bot.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know who to draw. I don't know if I want to draw the skeleton or Ghostlight.
Bot?
Draw them both. Their reaction to meeting each other.
Oh god, that's gonna be weird. Because you're in two.
Oh, yeah, but Ghostlight would totally be like, Ghost! Captured! Yes!
He just puts a cup on him. He just puts a cup on top of him.
Okay, almost there. Delete your face.
I wish it were that simple.
Right. Excuse me, I want this paintbrush to be this yellow over here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
But it's gonna be a slightly off shade of yellow, and it's gonna drive you nuts.
No, I did the eyedropper thing.
Kind of like when I was drawing with my tablet, and apparently discovered that for some reason my tablet does not accurately show what color something is, because my computer showed like, oh yeah, the color for this is, you know, bright obnoxious blue, like a crayon. When you put it in your tablet, however, it's supposed to be like a grayish blue. It was just like, oh nice, this is a nice blue, and I show the image, and it's just like, oh god, that's not what I wanted Ghostlight to look like.
That's so weird.
Yeah, computer screens and printers need to be calibrated to do stuff.
Well, the thing is that, like, it shows on my phone that, like, color also, so that basically means my tablet's being a fucking idiot.
Bot?
That's the part that always throws me off, because whenever I post art on, like, Tumblr or something, I'll go back a few minutes later and look at it on my phone, and, like, the colors on the drawing on my phone look way different than the ones that I drew. So it's just sort of like a crapshoot as to whether or not this is going to look good to anybody on mobile.
I have no idea what on my phone. Like, I don't know which one of the on my tablet, my phone, or my computer are the ones actually showing accurate colors. I assume my computer is the one that's showing it accurately, because that's the one, the main electronic, quote unquote.
Get over there. Yeah.
Okay, so my big question, Shiro, is what layer are you drawing that specific picture on?
This one?
Yeah, where does that go?
It's on it's on layer 19, number 19.
Okay, so even though it says solid white, it's actually the white background and the picture on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can go over here and edit the drawing as much as I want. Inside of this sub-drawing area.
That's the part that was throwing me off, because I kept seeing, like, white background. I was like, oh, but where's the picture?
Yeah, because, and, like, there's you can also edit it and stuff like that in here and whatnot. It's very confusing. And, I just learned how to deal with it for the time being, just so I can get this done with my stick figures.
No worries, we're all abused by their dramaticness.
Oh, no, wait, I'm in the wrong... This is where I want.
Have you ever tried using a program called Anime Studio?
I've heard of it, but I haven't tried it, because I heard it costs money or something like that.
Oh, I found a used copy of it at a Goodwill once. And I took a risk and bought it. And, I mean, it looks like it's got a lot of potential, but I couldn't figure out how to create, like, an image and actually draw with it. But it came with these preloaded characters and stuff that were all pre-rigged and all that, and it was actually really neat.
Nice.
If I find it, I'll see if it still works and everything, and I don't think I'm going to do much with it. So, I mean, I can just send it your way.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
The sudden hilarious thought that I'm still trying to figure out Ghostlight's personality, but I could instantly figure out the personality of this little voodoo doll.
Ooh, those are horrible
Disco
lines.
ball?
No, it's a speaker saying intruder alert.
Oh, okay.
Make it red. make it raging red. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, it's not going to make any difference in the long run.
Oh no, but like it makes sense. It screams more alarm to me than just the Black Lions, because it looked more. It's just like, oh yes, this is a disco ball, clearly.
Well, it was supposed to be a speaker.
It's just like, why would there be a disco ball in this? Who cares? It's a disco
I think
ball.
I'm just determined to turn this into a musical, because so far my suggestions have been Billy Joel and disco ball.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go here.
What am I looking? Why am I scrolling back in here? Anyhow, but yeah, like it was so much easier because like you'll know that when one of the voodoo doll things is just like, sorry, it was just like him at the I forgot the proper term for it. The thing you put babies in because they're too short to actually eat anywhere.
Booster seat.
Ooh.
Booster seat. Not the I think the booster seat. Yeah. Booster seat, and like he was sitting in one of the little voodoo doll was sitting on one of those booster seats. And it's just like, so I ate some of the coffee grounds today. Why? No. Like I actually like. I think that's actually one of the comics I posted in here. Is that if I scroll back a little bit, it should be past all the swindle. Yep, that's one of the things.
Have you ever actually eaten coffee grounds?
No. 'Cause that sounds gross.
It is.
Why would you do that?
Well, there's things called chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Are those actually tasty, or do they sound disgusting?
They're actually pretty good, but I thought maybe if you just ate the coffee bean on its own, it would also be good.
Oh.
Plot twist, it is not.
Same with anything of coffee. But yeah, like basically the next part of the little comic is, so how did they taste? Gross. Unsurprising. Yeah, it's just the skeleton dude talking to the little doll. I'm just like, my goal, I strive for the goal in life to make things that are supposed to be scary and maybe gross and just make them cute.
I relate to your skeleton guy on a spiritual level.
Like normally his personality is like
That
supposed to be like the
sounds like
type of
food.
showman doofus who just juggles randomly.
Alright, last one. Last one. We can do it.
Because one of the other comics is, I'm going to teach you how to juggle! Yay!
Come on, you can do it. No, that's not what I wanted. Come on. Let's do this. This is the last one, and then you can have a break.
Also made me really happy when somebody actually commented on the comic that I drew of, because like the little Kith, the voodoo doll, is the technical title in the game is Kith, and its personality is curious, and so basically it consistently will ask, "What am I made of?" And so I posted a comic where like the little doll asking that, and somebody's response is love and happiness, and the doll's reaction is yay.
Over here.
I could see making a D&D character out of that.
I think I should.
Like, very easily he would translate into something along those lines.
Yeah, I figured. I'm just like, okay, yeah, this skeleton dude's turning into a D&D character. Holy shit,
Yep.
he's my D&D character now.
I had a revelation this morning because I was on the Facebook Marketplace just looking at like what people locally were selling, and I saw what looked like D&D minifigure of Santa Claus but blue instead of red. And I thought to myself,
What a
yeah,
wonderful world.
Santa's probably just a really, really powerful wizard. And so I went rolling with this idea, and I have come to the conclusion that Santa is a really tall dwarf with who's probably a sorcerer, and I'm definitely going to turn him into my next D&D character.
Nice.
I just play as literal fucking Santa Claus.
Ah, so close.
But I've discovered like a good source of motivation, especially when drawing my the skeleton dude, who is a tattered weave character. He's actually my avatar in the game, but I've decided that he's his own kind of character because most people make their avatar in a tattered weave look kind of like them. My character looks nothing like me. I am not a skeleton with a bunch of belts on me like a Final Fantasy character.
Alright,
Sometimes I wish I was, but I'm not.
over here. Trim to work area. Get over here. I don't know why I was going to call this a slut.
So was that the final scene for this one?
Yeah, this is actually scene 6, and I got scene 5, and scene 5 is now technically storyboarded, but I'm going to review it one more time to see if I got all my timing good. And then...
Oh, we get to watch.
Oh, yeah.
2, 3. Where is Sari?
Yeah, maybe she went out to the washroom, eh?
God, I hope she's
I like how
washing
that one's
up that
Barbie blue.
disgusting burger. I mean, how does an organic cow transform into that thing?
I understand it transforms into something even worse inside of her.
We're just watching this in
Sari's
silence.
disappearance is a mystery to be solved.
Yeah, if there's
We
audio,
just
we
need to
can't
search
hear it,
clues,
but I
interrogate
still like it.
witnesses, be the suspicions about
It's still
snitches.
funny, like the dramatic
We will do
turn.
no
God,
such
it's
thing,
so
young
dramatic.
bot. Killjoy.
I love that. I love that they're just like, oh hey,
Sounds
there's
like
a
a
alert
clue.
going on now.
2.
Alright, okay, I'm going...
That turn is the best part.
Like literally just that overly dramatic turn.
I can hear the Law and Order theme as she does it.
Dun, dun. Let's add... Where is scene 5? Come on, I know you're here somewhere, scene 5. There
You
you
ate
are.
it.
No, it's right here. And now we do this. Whee! Let me go back over here. Wait. So these are all different, like, each of these layers are a different... Stop, don't go in there.
They're like a different folder of all those layers that consist of a scene, yeah.
Why is Sari holding a Dorito up to somebody's face?
It wasn't... Was it a Dorito? No, I don't think. I think it was supposed to be a burger.
But it's very triangular for a burger.
Oh, no, maybe it was a soda. I don't know. I can't remember.
What?
Look, I just do things, and then hopefully it works.
A better question is, why is she holding Bay vs. Starscream's cousin up to his face?
Get over here. Come on.
Sorry, every single time you say get over here, I keep thinking you should be saying that like Scorpion.
Yeah, I don't know how Scorpion says it.
Get over here!
Okay,
With a significantly deeper voice.
save.
Scorpion was my favorite character to play as.
Just the ninja characters are the coolest. Like, I'm sad.
Render queue. And then we go over here. We want it to be a quick
Didn't he
time
have an
video.
actual tail in one of the games? Like, he had a... I'm pretty sure he did.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I must have made that up as a kid, then.
It might have been. You might have been thinking of Reptile because he occasionally turns. He's occasionally
yeah, that's
human.
the one.
He's occasionally an actual human. There at the beginning, he's an actual human, but he slowly maturely became even more and more like an actual reptile.
Alright, I'm going to stop like the recording of us talking because now I just have to render it. But we can still keep talking, and I'll upload this to YouTube at some point.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye,
I shall make all the penis jokes while we're gone.
Alright, good. Excellent. That's what happens. Okay. Goodbye.